You don't know you do it, and you don't know how it influences you. And you won't know it's a problem until it's too late. If this is the case, why is it even worth worrying about? So this one might get a little philosophical, but it's short. So let's talk about congruence. Congruence is, psychologically speaking, when your attitude matches up to your actions. In working with men convicted with domestic violence, I was always surprised. It's so really easy to think of, someone who's done something as horrible as DV to be, uh, evil, stupid, vile, heinous, atrocious, fools, idiots, ludicrous, or just plain criminal. And yet, it turned out that it was a lot more complicated than that. People are complicated. Who would have guessed? Um, Nobody gets up in the morning and says, I'm going to slap my kid around today. Nobody dreams of the moment they get married and then get drunk and hit their bride. Nobody thinks of themselves as the bad guy. There is no bad guy. There are sometimes, however, amazingly bad choices that people can make. And over a long set of time, these choices can really add up. Congruence is attained when we are able to make decisions that are in accordance with who we perceive ourselves to be, the choices that best represent who we think we are. This is incidentally how PTSD also exists, when you can't reconcile a situation that you are in and the choices you had to make with who you know you are. But that's the crux of it. Life doesn't give us situations that are that simple. I wish it was as easy as I'm going to help this infirm person get their groceries through the door, or I'm going to kick that box of kittens. Frankly, we can all have bad days, days when we are not our best selves. And, geez, who isn't a monster when they aren't getting enough rest and they're being antagonized by Dave at work all the time? Being congruent requires some very hard work. The biggest thing about it is you have to be honest with yourself. Uh, what is that thing you're getting out of a situation? Is it good for everybody, or is it just good for you? It's not wrong to want something for yourself at the cost of someone else, but it is wrong to deny the consequences of those actions. Sometimes those are the choices we're given. Nobody would expect a boxer to concede because, oh, that guy really wants this. But it is difficult to understand that if your child is crying and you slap them so they shut up, for them not to, have reactions to that. So the next thing you've got to realize is what you're trying to measure up to. Now, remember that the thing about being the best person you can be is that it's always a struggle because the bar is always high. It's always maybe you can grab it. Maybe you can even do a few pull-ups, but you can't just hang there forever and say, I'm always the best. In fact, you won't even get lauded for it. It will rarely happen because nobody sees the battles that are taking place inside of you, except for telepaths. Watch out for them. At any rate, figure it out. Are you making your choices in line with who you are or who you want to be? And are you willing to pay the consequences of the choices that you're going to make? Consider what they are going to be and then go for it wholeheartedly.